right, so we had to make a quick pivot because the internet is effectively not working, and right now, literally, they shut it down. Apparently, they have to change a piece of hardware. But you need out 114, 115, and obviously the same stuff as always. But like we talked about yesterday, your quote-unquote homework today, or what goes in your plan book box,
I don't have my notebook. I'll be right back.
you're good, is catch up. Or you can put no homework, but if you need to catch up, you should write catch up. So notice over on the homework board, that reflects what should be in your plan book. I take a picture of that every week, and then when we check the plan book, we know what should be in there. And that keeps me, like, knowing what the heck we're doing. All right, so 114, let's check it. So the median is our middle number. Margo, put it away and actually check your homework. You already checked it on Schoology? Yeah, like you looked at my key? Oh, like seriously, if you're being honest, that's okay. I know, I'm not like normal people, but like if you've done what you need to do, you've done what you need to do. Any questions on median? The most important thing is make sure that you have all of the numbers. So I always count my numbers in the set before I list them out, and then make certain that I have the same number of numbers. So when I started this, I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Made sure I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with 7 numbers, the middle is the 4th, right? Cut 3 off one side, 3 off the other side, now I get a middle. Questions on median? Your work should look similar to this, because the only way to find median is to write them out in order. And they gotta be in order. Oh, I forgot to do that. Alright, so then converting between inches and feet always uses that conversion factor of 12, either multiplying or dividing, depending on which way we're going. Any questions on how we got 84 inches or 36 inches? Donovan, are you checking your homework? Because you look like you're spaced out. Spacing out, staring at the wall. Guys, when I grade your homework, it should be very fast, because all your answers should be right, because we check them in class. If your answer's wrong, change it. And if you don't understand why it was wrong, ask. Our number lines here, we have to figure out the scale of them by looking at the numbers that they've given us and figuring out the difference between them. So like for A, our scale we figured out is 2. B, we figured out our scale is 5. C, we figured out the scale is 7. And D, the scale is 2,000. Huge scale there. Questions on that? Does it all make sense? Yeah. Right. Guys, it is okay if you're writing things down right now or like erasing and changing. Guys, you can even just cross out wrong answers. I like wrong answers. Like, let me say that again. I like wrong answers. Wrong answers actually really help me know what your brain is like goofing up, which is not a horrible thing to make mistakes. It's how we get to the right answer. Right? Did I talk about my toilet in here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the first time I changed a toilet, I did, like, guys, true story. I tell you when I'm lying. Like, I'm, like, seriously. I tell you when I'm making stuff up, because occasionally I do. But for real, first time I changed my toilet, I was progressing. If 2 pounds of peaches cost $4.20, love peaches. We do the peach truck every summer and get a box of peaches. 1 pound, we could divide by 2, right? But then to get up to 5 pounds, we could multiply by 5. Now you could have also, who can tell me how I could go from 2 to 5? Did anyone just make that jump, miss?
Oh, no, I did a different strategy.
And
Never mind.
so how would I go from 2 to 5? Times, done? Yeah, so it depends where we start from. But yeah, Dave just kind of shouted it out. What? 2.5, right? If you started here, you could do times 2.5. Or, I mean, there's a bunch of ways to do it. So, Miss, you would raise your hand and said you wanted to share your way. How'd you do it?
What I did was I found out how much 1 pound is.
Yeah.
Which is $2.10.
Yep.
And then I just multiplied it by 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Boom. Guys, if you get in the habit of drawing those arrows, it will help your brain. It will help your brain. And 39, Janice's mom sent her to the store. Unfortunately, oh, come on. All right, I need to take the filter home. Unfortunately, her mom did not give her enough money. She needs $1 more. on the homework. As always, it is in Schoology, so you can check it on your own. Assuming it's done, turn it in. If it's not done, get it done. Well, if it's like, essentially what I'm saying is it should be done. I hope it's done. If it's not, take care of it. All right, turn it in. I should see a lot of people moving. Guys, it's okay if you need more time, but like get it in when you get it done. Get it in when you get it done. Promise? Think you swear? Look at that. And there's not even new homework today, right? Just 115. Guys, like, I forget if I told your class this or not, but like last night was game night. I didn't grade 113. If you turned in 113 today, like even though it's late, like you're still gonna sneak in before I do my grades. Right? It's like it's okay to turn in your assignments late. What's not okay is to not do them. Right? We just gotta do stuff. So, I think it said 82, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought you said
82. No, 82. No, the fourth number. The fourth number. Yeah. I maybe misspoke. Sorry, Margot's just verifying that she didn't hear me wrong, or that, I maybe said the wrong thing. That happens. So yeah, 82 for that median. All right, so today we get to look at some fun number patterns. And guys, I'm not like just doing the math teacher thing. I genuinely think these are pretty cool. So Alex, I'm going to need you to turn the right direction and get a table under you. Thank you. I mean, honestly, you can. If we pull that table out, I know you like sitting on the end, and I like you being with it. Gabe scooches a tiny bit, just maybe a scooch of a scooch. Come on. Where are you going, man? You're running away. All right, keep him. Let's scooch this way. All right, there we go. Anybody want to read? Anybody feel like reading this morning? Come on, we got a lot of reading. Gabe, can you see that far? Like, well, sweet. You want to read it?
Investigating number patterns. In the past, you may have looked at number patterns to answer questions or to find the next part of a sequence. Have you ever taken a moment to consider how amazing the mathematics in those patterns? Today, you will investigate number patterns and learn about equivalent ways to write the same number. As a team, you will work to justify why two representations are the same and share your reasons. In this course, you'll often be asked to explain your reasons and justify your answers. When you are reasoning and justifying, you'll focus on what makes a statement convincing or how you can explain your ideas. As you look at patterns today, ask your team these questions to help guide your conversation. What can we predict about the next number in the pattern? How can we justify our answer?
Yep. Awesome. Thank you, Gabe. If your team does not have a calculator, you're probably going to want to get one, but if you decide not to, that's up to you. If you want to flex your mental skills and just do it all in your head, that's up to you. But if you want to get out a calculator, do it. So this is on your paper, right? So 115 should be out because this is on our paper. So 115 should be out. Right, yeah, that's not on paper. Because that would be wasteful to put that on paper. I literally with all of these, it was a struggle to keep it on just front back. But that's always the goal, just one page, unless it's like a 2-day lesson. With your partner, figure out what these come out to be. Like when you calculate it, like, okay, let's do one together, I guess. Okay, we'll go class answers. I won't even do cards right now. What's 1 times 8? Anybody? Plus 1? All right, so now you're started. That's what you're doing here. You are figuring out what those answers are, and then check out like E, F, and G questions. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes because I am normally bad at that. Flipping the timer. So guys, I normally take a moment to like get a drink of coffee if I can find it, but then I walk around, and if you are just sitting there waiting, it's real disappointing.
Think about testing me.
back there? You guys just doing this all in your head? Flexing. Flexing the mental skills. You might want to double check it in a calculator though. Now, okay, when I leave space under things, you can write under the expression. So I know it's kind of crammed in there. You can write your answers under the expression. Guys, some of you, this is really awesome. This is really awesome. Some of you, as I walked around, I saw you added parentheses. So you said, well, this is better if I put parentheses around this. Why? Why did some of you add parentheses? Anyone want to tell me why? Yeah, you've done a lot already today. Lindy? Why? What do you mean, PEMDAS? Yeah, and adding the parentheses is just like solidifying that happens first. So, random cards time now. All right, do you need more time? Or do we get those 4 calculated? We got those 4 calculated? Is this, I gotta check if I'm in the right stack. This is not the right stack. Caleb, Lucy, Max, Sammy. Nope. So, Christian, Alex, yep, this stack is correct. All right, so Christian, what did you guys get? And they're mental mathing back there. What did you guys get for B? 98. Confirmation? Yeah?
I did.
Alex, what did you guys get for C?
For C,
I got 900.
Well, you're not Alex. Alex, your voice sounds real weird today. Alex, don't answer the question for Alex, Dave. Alex, what did you get for C? I mean, if you guys got to it, if not, you can always
get
pass.
to it.
That's fine.
Well, let me do the math really quickly. Go on to D and I'll give you the answer while you guys do that.
All right, so D then, we've been asked. King Lily Johnson, I just now noticed that. King Lily, what'd you get for D?
9,870.
Now wait a minute, this is actually perfect. I think Alex did this on purpose. Alex, I see you. You did this on purpose. Because Alex wanted to leave a little gap between those. Because I think without even calculating it, we could kind of look at the pattern. If this was 9, and this is 9,8, and something goes here, and this was 9,876, what do we think goes here? 987. And
We
that's
got it
exactly
Smart boy.
what it is.
Good job.
All right, now hold on. Still cards, because this is awesome. You guys seem into this. Well, maybe a little bit. Miss, if we were going to keep trying to make this pattern, there's a little bit of just like undertone conversation. Like just try to keep the focus, because I want to give you time to work on homework and catch up, because I like giving a little bit of time on Fridays. We got to stay focused. Miss, if you were going to keep this going, what do you think the next one would be?
It would be 12,345 times 8 plus 5, and then it would be 98,765.
Try that in your calculator. See if that works. Because I don't know if you can do that in your head. I mean, you could if you put some work into it, I think. Alex.
It's a pattern!
No, I mean, you don't have to. Or especially because we're doing it all together.
987659876.
Did it come out? It worked?
98765.
8675309. Jenny, got your number. All right, so guys, who thinks this is kind of cool? Or at least, like, interesting? And come on. You can lie if you want. You can lie if you want. So, now this one's probably going to use our calculators because, this is, well, first off, I hate division. I know hate's a strong word, but I really dislike division. Really dislike long division. You probably, hey, and I see a lot of you who think think my screen doesn't actually matter. You need graph paper out because we're about to write on graph paper. So if you don't have your graph paper, and it can be the same page you've used before, but you need graph paper. This is not like a made up request. It is legit. On your graph paper, go ahead and write out ninths. And I think you guys can guess where we're going with this. We're going to look at the whole set of ninths and see if we can figure out patterns. That's the multiples. These are the divisions, though. You're good. Those are the multiples. So the divisions, we have to set up and like either do long division or grab a calculator. My advice would be calculator. I know that's your teachers are normally saying no calculator. My advice is calculator. No, absolutely. Oh, that's the hold up like little sign. It's a tripod. So hold like this. No, well, I guess it maybe could, but that would be not be nice. Who has 1 ninth for us? Actually, I should just use cards. Miss Bella. Well, I was back there talking with you guys. Do you know what 1 ninth is? Or you need a second? No, Bella. Yeah, like in decimal form. When we punch this in a calculator.
0.9.
No, that's a good guess because there's like a ninth involved or a
0.09.
Not quite. Oh, I know what you're thinking of. And actually, what you're thinking of is the 11ths, which we'll get there in a minute. We will get there in a minute. Keegan, do you know what 1 ninth was when you got in your calculator?
I just got it.
Sweet, what'd you get?
He just got
Oh, well, go ahead and do it. We'll wait a second. 1 divided by 9. And everyone's writing this down on their paper. 0.111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111all would get annoyed at me, we use the repeating bar called the repetend, and actually, Margot, you only have to write one of them.
I wrote all those for no reason then.
You don't need to erase it.
I just did.
Well, okay. Little reactive there, I think. All right, do 2 ninths, do 3 ninths, do 4 ninths. Keep trying this. Y'all are just waiting for me. You don't have to turn in your graph paper. I do right here. Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. New school year. I have calculators to borrow. So if you don't have yours with you, you're always welcome to grab a calculator. Grab a calculator back here. That's why you guys were doing it manually, wasn't it? I saw your face right there. We were like, oh, there's calculators right here.
I'm seeing a pattern. All the numbers. Got the song stuck in my head.
Nate, do you have 2 ninths? Yeah, 0.2 repeating.
Oh my god.
Raphael, what about 3 ninths?
Oh, 0.3333.
Yeah. Now, hey, hold up. This, we should also take a moment to notate. This is also equal to, what does 3 ninths reduce to, Miss? 1/3. So guys, 0.3 repeating is also 1/3. And it goes on forever. Like that 1/3. But the fraction doesn't go on forever. So guys, I'll say this a lot this year. Fractions are actually better than decimals because they're more accurate. This decimal is not actually 100% accurate because you can't ever get to the end. It's infinitely long. Right? So 1/3 is actually better, or 3 ninths. All right, well, y'all are really smart.
Yeah.
I don't think you need your calculator anymore, so put that down. Question?
Oh, 1/3.
Do you want to answer the next one?
1/3. 1
You want
second.
to answer the
1/3.
next
Also known as 1 whole.
Hold on, Raphael. We're not ready to get there quite yet. Ivan, what do you think, or what did you calculate 4 ninths to be? Yeah, 0.4 repeating. about 5 ninths?
0.5.
0.5. What about 6 ninths?
Wait, it could be
0.6, which is also equal to 2/3. This should be on your graph paper. If it's not, come on. What about question or?
Yeah, so wait, do we only have to write like 0.5? Do we have to?
You don't have to write multiples. I just do it so that my brain says, oh yeah, 5, 5, 5. Like, because just the bar, you might miss it. Especially like with a 5, it might kind of join in with your 5. I just do that to be extra careful and show my brain, hey, this is starting to repeat. See, it's up to you, but whatever works for your brain, right? 7 ninths, 0.7, repeating, because you can't just say 0.7, that wouldn't be right. What is 0.7 if it's not repeating? It's 7, what's the first decimal place called? Tenths. So yeah, it's called 7 tenths. This is not 7, well, this is 7 tenths, but then there's also 7 hundredths, 7 thousandths, 7 ten thousandths, 700 like, yeah, keeps going. Now hold up, it's about to get tricky. What is 8 ninths? Y'all are like, this isn't tricky.
0.8.
But wait.
0.8 repeating, but then there's a 9 at the end.
Everybody grab a calculator. Well, not everybody, but at your group, grab a calculator. You got to talk about how the robots are lying to us. The robots are lying to us.
9 ninths is 1.
Whoa, you are ahead of me. Starting at 5 ninths.
Yeah,
Start.
I was trying to say that, but then you didn't write it, and I was confused because I thought that
Nobody
like,
said anything.
wrong.
I-
I didn't hear
Nobody said anything. Who else noticed that when you did 5 ninths on your calculator, it was actually 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6? Hit 5 ninths or any of these in your calculator. Your calculator is stupid.
Yay!
I mean, not yay, actually, because now it's like, uh-oh.
Not helpful.
Because if your calculator's stupid, you got to be smart,
Yay!
right? So, hold up.
No.
Your calculator, guys, I'm serious. Like, listen if you would. Hey, Raphael, can you put that away, please? I got some knowledge to drop on you, and you can read, like, over the weekend, right? If you use your calculator only has so much screen. So, it is programmed to round. So, when you type this into your calculator, and it has some amount of 5s, and then a 6 at the end, that's not true. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Now, you can change your calculator settings, but we don't need to do that. Just ignore the last number. Okay, this is not true. Just like if you do 8 ninths and you get a 9 at the end, also not true. Okay, ignore the last number. But if it's like 4 ninths, it was just 4s.
I don't know.
Why?
It's because when you're like rounding, if it's below 5, then you round it down.
Yeah, they rounded,
And if
but
it's
down.
above 5 or 5, then it has to be rounded up. So
Yeah.
the calculator, if there's a bunch of 5s, it's going to round up to the nearest.
It's those rounding rules, right? Don't write this down.
Huh?
Because it's, don't write this down.
Wait, what?
So, if 6 ninths was 0.6 repeating, 7 ninths was 0.7 repeating, 8 ninths was 0.8 repeating, is 9 ninths 0.9 repeating?
No. No.
Wait.
Are you, I can't tell if you're raising your hand, Raphael, or just moving. You're just moving? All right, I got it. Sorry, I don't like picking people. It stresses me out. Jana's not here. Wait, Jana's in next? Yeah, no, Jana's in this class. She's just not here. Ivan, do you want to share your thoughts on this? Why?
9 over 9.
Hey, no. Absolutely not. You are not stupid. This was the pattern that we were following. Your brain would say, yeah, if the pattern keeps going, yeah. But, chill. I love how excited you guys are, but I need you to write something down. Any number divided by itself, right, is always 1. Margo.
9 over 9, since it's a fraction, it's like if you were to make a graph for it, it would
Or like a
have,
pizza.
yeah, or a pizza. Like
Like if I'm making a pizza, I want to put cheese on like 8/8 of it, right? Or like 4/4 of it, right? Like all of it, like all the slices. Alex?
I think we should have a new bad word. We can't say the S word.
Ooh, there is an actual bad S word. But yeah, I do agree. Yeah, who agrees with Alex? Who agrees with Alex? Who agrees with Alex that STUPID should be a bad word in this room? And guys, it's not. Hold up. It's not that I've ever had an issue with anyone calling somebody else that. The major problem is that you call yourself that, and that's not fair. That is not. Yeah, that's not nice. That's not fair, and it's not true, guys. You're in this room for me to challenge you.
No.
If it's not a challenge, I'm not doing my job.
The door is slightly open.
I know, you can escape.
You still can.
You can escape if you try. All right, moving on. Try to figure out, because guys, these are some of the common ones we'll use this class. If it's a decimal, let's figure out the fraction, which I don't know if we know how to do that yet or not, right? You might need to talk with your teammates. If it's a fraction, figure out the decimal. So again, we're writing these on our graph paper, right? This is on our graph paper. If you're trying to sneak into your homework, please resist, because this stuff's going to help you as we move forward. So I'm going to write these all down again, like you're writing them on your graph paper. So A, 0.125. Some of these you might know from working with them before, because some of you like just remember things. B is, ooh, some of these you might know because we just looked at them. Yeah, so I'm writing them here too. So there's ABC. Yeah, so you don't really need me to scroll up because I'm copying them right here. D is 4. E is 2/5. F. If it's a decimal, make it a fraction. If it's a fraction, make it a decimal. Negative. Uh-oh. Watch out for the negative. Love and things. Raising the roof. Is that how you're going to escape? You're going to blow the roof off and you're going to climb off the roof?
Yeah.
I guess I'll do your homework for you if you're on the way. No, I can't do that. Then you wouldn't learn.
That'd be too easy.
Ooh, bad word. Oh, Miss Martin. Oh, jeez. Potty mouth. All right, guys, I'm going to use cards here in a couple minutes so we can help each other fill these in on our paper. So you're sitting waiting.
Again?
Can I what?
Like, no, did you shuffle the cards again?
Oh, good point. I need to put a marker on. How about just we shuffle Monday, right? Like, to make, like, because I don't shuffle in the middle of class because then whoever I've called gets shuffled back up. And, like, you know what I mean? And then some people get left out. That's why I don't shuffle mid-class. But, yeah, you can remind me at the beginning of classes to shuffle. But sometimes, you know, I'll go 2 or 3 days if I don't make it through the deck. I want to keep going. Alex?
I think what you should do is every time you shuffle a card, you have a different student pick a card. That's a good idea. So if like that
We're not out.
it's about that time.
What? I guess we'll leave it on this cliffhanger.
Yeah!
We will Monday. Hey, clip this though. I'm looking for everyone's binders to be open, a bunch of clipping and unclipping to be happening. Clip this in your binder. We will finish this on Monday. Clip it in your binder. Please and thank you. Oh, there you go. Have a wonderful weekend, friends. Go outside. It's going to be fantastic weather. Nice. Oh, you're going to Wonder Bus? Yeah. We were just talking about, Miss Hassanin and I, like, we're kind of jealous that some of our students are going because, like, I didn't buy, like, I don't have the money right now. I can't afford it. I've gone to too many concerts. So have fun for me, okay? The Lumineers are there?
Yes, the Lumineers and Lord are going to be
That's
there.
not even fair.
The Lumineers and Lord are going.
That's insane.